I'm not here to whine and complain about how virtually every nonprofit in this area turned us down because it, quote, didn't fit their mission statement. Well, I want to tell you, the mission statement of the individual donors that contributed to make this happen is sure as heck fit their mission statement. So thank you very much. You guys made it all happen.
My former Boy Scout leader, Charles Paddock. Those of us that were raised in this community know what an influence he had, and you know he would be honored. Not so much that we came up with a statue, but really that people came together and worked together on a project. That's how the zoo came into being. He was pretty much like Bob Kelly and Chuck Ward. He just talked folks into volunteering and getting this job done. So. Thank you, Mr. Paddock.
Chuck did come on board and has really been the driver of this project and the last part of it. He and Mark got together, and as you'll see here in a few minutes, we have a full bronze statue of Charles Paddock instead of the bust. So I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you donors and everybody that came here today for helping us out on this. I'd like to give special recognition to our city manager, Michelle Rickard, back there. If you get anything on government property or what have you, there's an incredible amount of red tape. She was very instrumental in making that big roll of red tape turn very small.
Thank you. Dedication plaque. That's right here. It's a life-size mock-up, and it will be permanently positioned right adjacent here. And I feel that we could stand here all day and make speeches about Charles Paddock, but the words on this dedication plaque, my judgment, the judgment of those people that helped me write it, captures the spirit of Charles Paddock and why we're here today. Top of the dedication plaque, it says, "Welcome to my zoo. Before you go inside, I want you to meet Cosmo Topper. He may look like just an ugly old possum, but he is very special because he was my first animal back in 1955 when the zoo first opened. Now, if you reach up and you rub his snout, it will bring you good luck. Enjoy your visit." Signed, Charles Paddock. Those are his words. Under that, it says, "Dedicated this July 4th, in the year 2015 in the city of Atascadero, California, on the 60th anniversary of the founding of the Charles Paddock Zoo by Charles Paddock, 1922 to 1980.
Was photographed, or the picture that Brad took played a big part in Mark being able to create this image. And when I walked up on it the other night, I said, "That's Chuck." And I hope that's a compliment to you, Mark, and people, you got it right.
Took over management of the zoo in 1979. They officially renamed it the Charles Paddock Zoo after its founder. Charles Paddock Development has brought to our county one of only 214 accredited zoos in our nation, and the zoo continues to have a stabilizing impact on our community here on the Central Coast. Today we honor Charles and the zoo's 60th anniversary, as his vision has brought warmth, nurture, kindness, and smiles to the residents and those who have visited the park here in the wonderful town of
Mark
Atascadero.
says, please don't make me make a speech. So I won't, but he's going to say a few words here.
Some of you are wondering if that was a short time with Chuck. That really was. It could have been longer. Right, Bulldog? The only reason, I thank you all for coming, and all the thanks to everybody that made this project what it is today. I specifically called the Foundry guys to be with me because generally a public will think, look what the artist sculptors did. It isn't that way with the bronze sculpture. I figure it's 49% and I do the work, 51% they do it. If you want to look on the internet, There's an MOWW Vandenberg site. You can see how the whole process is done, and then you'll say Mark did 20% of the work and they did 80. Anyway, they'll take the clay sculpture, and through the lost wax process, they create a bronze statue. There's approximately 30 feet of welds in this sculpture. When they do their job, you don't see that they did anything. If they did a poor job, you'd see weld marks. They'll go in and reenact whatever movements I make with my hand, fingers and all. They'll go back and they replicate through those welds what I originally done, and then I can inspect and say yes or no. It's a great group of people from Genesis Bronze, so we're going to unveil it.
You don't have trumpets, but I want everybody to repeat after me. Ta-da! Ta-da! I didn't hear you. Ta-da! Again. Ta-da! Okay.
And don't you love it? Let his nose wonderful. It does. It's wonderful. Get them to get out of the way so they can do their thing. It's good to see you.